We're starting a new remodeling project. It's in the bathroom.
Just an itty bitty ditty about a couple on the road, driving an RV, pulling a toad. No place special to roam, not looking for a home. Won't you come along with us? We are RPlaceTravels.
This whole sink area, we don't like it. This backsplash is just paper. And you can see here, it's all just coming up. Water comes over here and bubbles it up. When we first bought it, brand new, it was bubbled up, and it's only gotten worse because of water coming in here on the counter. The other thing we don't like is the sink. You use the sink, turn it on, you wash your hands, and then you go to turn the water off, and you're dripping water down here all the time. So there's always water here. We always got to wipe it down with a towel. So we're going to put some real tile here. Take this down. And then we bought another faucet. Bought the Pfizer, just a standard faucet. It's not an RV grade faucet. It's just a standard faucet. So we're thinking this is going to bring it up. It's going to bring it up over the sink more. And with the handle above the sink, you can turn it off, turn it on. Your hands are still dripping down in the sink. They're not dripping back here. That's the idea behind this. It's also taller because we hook up the wash machine here when we do the washing. So it's taller up for that to hook up, and also obviously more room to wash your hands and things. And then while we're in there, we also decided it's a little bit bigger. We got a bigger sink. We're probably putting in there. It's a little bit bigger than the sink we have. We can't go any bigger than this because there's not enough room underneath there with the cabinet. I mean, the hole we're going to cut is about as maximum as we can cut out with this. But it gives us a little bit more room. So that's the remodeling project we're attempting. We'll see how it works. This paper is just glued. This is wallpaper that's on the RV walls. But this backsplash, it's just paper that's glued on here. So as you can see, the wall, this goes all the way down. So we're going to take the tile, we're going to lower it underneath the outlets, keep it lower than the outlets so we don't have to mess with them, throwing them out. So this is just peeling right off. Grab a screwdriver, take that off. There it is. That's off. A lot of pulling and ripped a couple times, but it's easy to get off. Alright, this is the tile we're putting on here. I've already got it pre-cut. Cut it in North Carolina, thank you, Tim. But this is the height, so I'm making a line across here so I know where to stop the glue. I'm putting glue on it. So we're going to see how well this holds. I don't know with the vibration of the RV, this is actually going to stay. They do have a adhesive underlayment type thing that kind of works in place of glue. Seems like it'd be harder to work with. I'm just wiping all the glue off I got on everything. Make sure everything looks pretty. Alright, I'm getting ready to grout today. First thing I'm going to do is cover up some of this wallpaper, just so I don't have so much to clean up. Got to take the faucet off because I'm going to grout it. So obviously, to get behind there and do a good job, this has got to come off so I can get behind there to grout it. So to take that off, first thing I got to do is go outside and shut the water off and then drain all the water out of the pipes. I turn the water off and open up the outdoor shower, turn that on because that's the lowest point of water supply to drain all the water out of the pipe. So hopefully there's no water or very little water once I disconnect these pipes. Get up under the sink. Kind of got to get behind here, but there's the connections to connect it to the pipe, and then I have nuts up here holding the faucet on. So I'll take these off, then take these off, and that faucet should lift right out of there. So and that's inside the cabinet. Throw a couple rags down there because you know it's going to leak when I disconnect it. And they're just hand tight. I don't need any tools or anything to undo it. That's the one. And there's the other one. And out she comes. Okay. Because I didn't think enough ahead to get some caps for these, I'm going to go ahead and they're plastic, so I'm going to turn these and put them back on so I can turn the water back on while I do this. Taking a little cloth, non-soapy cloth. It's actually a baby wipe. Just wiping the whole thing down, cleaning it up a little bit. One last wipe after it's dry. Get all the last bit of film picked up. Just a dry paper towel. I need to drill a hole for the new faucet because the new faucet has a hole in the center. So these holes I'm not going to use. I need to drill a new hole right in the center. So the way I found the center is I just went tangent on both holes tangent, tangent, through the mark. And same thing on this side. I just went tangent, tangent, and drew the mark there. Drew the mark, draw a mark there. And that's right there is the center in between the holes, both ways, both ways. So I can drill a hole, a new hole, 1 3/8 hole center in the other two. And the new faucet has a plate to cover these holes. I'll go ahead and take the sink out. Obviously just disconnect this nut, pull this up, and then there's, you'll see, 4 wing nuts holding the sink in. So pull them out, the sink should slip right up. There's the old sink. I'm going to take this off the old sink. That. That. And this should, once I clean it up, let's check and see. There's a gasket here. Awful thin gasket. I don't like that. See if it fits on the new sink. There's the new sink. Fits in there. Need to get a new gasket. That should work. Go down in the hole. And I believe this one's longer than the other one. So if anything, I'm going to end up having to cut that. Yep, that's way down. That's quite a bit. This is deeper. Goes down farther than this one, so I'll probably end up having to cut that a little bit, which is a good thing. If it was the other way, we'd have problems. So we're good. Okay, I got the old sink out. Got the new sink here. I marked the center off the faucet where I put it, and I marked the center of the sink, and this just barely makes it here to here. So I marked putting that where it belongs, right on the edge of that mark, centered. And I'm just going to center it this way. I'm at 13. 12 7/8. 12 7/8. 12 7/8. My mark, move it over to my mark. 12 7/8. 12 7/8. I'm just going to mark this all the way around with a pencil. I can wash the pencil mark off. And I'm just going to go in. I got 7/8. 7/8 all around, so I'll go in about 3/4 from my mark. Should give me enough room to play. 3/4, 3/4. Actually giving it a 1/16 less than 3/4. 11/16. Give it a little bit more play. Okay, get the saw, cut that out, get the hole saw, drill that out, and I think we're ready to connect it back up. Okay, I already marked the hole. I'm going to go ahead and come up from the bottom so I don't strip it out. And there we go. All right, I'm going to cut the hole for the sink. You notice on this tool, the teeth are pointing down. That way when it comes up, it's not chipping. So make sure you got the right blade in there. Okay, this is the new faucet, and these connectors are a lot lower than the old ones, so I'm going to have to cut these pipes. So, make it easier on me, I'm putting this thing in there, and that's all I'm going to do is mark it on the back wall, the height. Mark the height of that one. Okay, I got to work with the PEX pipe. So I had to buy a couple tools. I'll put the link to it, what I bought. This is real simple. It cuts it right off. And this, it takes the clamp off, and it also clamps it. That broke the clamp. Then I'll have to cut this off this fitting, and I can reuse the fitting. I cleaned this thing up really good. Pretty filthy. Cleaned up the gasket pretty good. So it's got this really thin gasket in there. Goes in there. Probably work on getting that one replaced. Snug that up really well. And this is ready to go on. I think I'm going to clean that up too, and then this will go on there. And no sign of leakage. There it is, all done.